How do inherited IRA RMD rules affect your distributions? Imagine suddenly inheriting an IRA and wondering how to handle the required minimum distributions. It might seem complicated at first, but understanding the rules can really help you plan better. When you inherit an IRA, the rules for taking out money change from those for the original owner. These rules determine when and how much you need to withdraw each year, which impacts your retirement income and taxes. First, you need to know what an required minimum distribution is. It is the smallest amount you must take out from an IRA each year once you reach a certain age. For most people, that age is now 73. The purpose is to make sure the IRS collects taxes on the tax-deferred savings. If you inherit an IRA, the timing of your RMDs depends on when the original owner died and whether they had already started taking RMDs. If they died after reaching age 73, you must start taking RMDs by December 31st of the year after their death. If they died before reaching that age, different rules apply, especially if you are a spouse or a non-spouse. The Secure Act of 2019 changed a lot of things. Now, most non-spouse beneficiaries have to fully distribute the inherited IRA within 10 years of the original owner's death. This is called the 10-year rule. It means you cannot stretch out the distributions over your lifetime like before. Instead, you need to plan to withdraw the entire amount within that 10-year window. Starting in 2025, many beneficiaries will also need to take annual RMDs during those 10 years, not just at the end. This helps the IRS collect taxes gradually. Spouses have more options. They can treat the inherited IRA as their own, delaying RMDs until they reach their own age 73. Or, they can keep it as an inherited IRA and choose to take distributions over a 10-year period or based on their life expectancy. If the spouse inherited the IRA after the original owner had already begun RMDs, they can calculate their RMDs using the longer of their own or the deceased spouse's life expectancy. Some beneficiaries, like minor children or those with disabilities, can take distributions based on their life expectancy. This allows them to spread out RMDs over a longer period. But if you do not take the RMDs when required, the IRS can impose a penalty of 25% on the amount you should have withdrawn. Luckily, for 2024, the IRS has temporarily waived this penalty, but the RMDs still need to be taken. Distributions from traditional inherited IRAs are taxed as income, so they can increase your tax bill. If you inherit a Roth IRA, qualified distributions are usually tax-free, but RMDs are still required. For seniors managing retirement income, understanding these rules is key. Knowing whether you are a spouse or non-spouse, and whether the 10-year rule or life expectancy method applies, helps you plan your withdrawals. It's wise to work with a financial advisor to make sure you meet all the rules and optimize your tax situation. Planning your distributions carefully can help you maintain steady income and avoid penalties. Remember, the timing and amount of your RMDs are important pieces of your retirement puzzle, especially when it comes to inherited IRAs.